Dr. Ngurare emphasized that food and water are basic rights, not political rewards, and urged those involved in discriminatory practices to avoid it.
We found the same thing in the water distribution, that you will find that a certain community is deprived of having a borehole because they did not vote right. But that is not what government policy is. Yes, the same here. If there is food that needs to be distributed, whether now you are honorable, unhonorable, honorable, unhonorable, the intention of government is to ensure that everybody benefit from the resources of government, benefit from the services that government is giving. So when we put up a borehole, we can't put up a borehole with a machine that says, please show your membership card first before I save you. I don't think that is what needs to happen. So similarly on this thing, we take note of this, but it is wrong. Whoever is doing it must just stop, in the voice of Thomas Farm.
Members of Parliament also urged the Office of the Prime Minister to ensure fairness, inclusivity and support for local producers.
We have the 200 million that we are speaking about here for the drought relief program that is going to benefit our local people, our food producers. Same applies to our local business people. The only thing that I want to add on here is possibly for us to look into how best we can be flexible on the menu of these food items. So that then if we are talking about Oshikoto region where we have so many livestock producers, Omangeti, we have the farmers there that are producing, that are farming, and therefore they are able to supply meat, package it properly, and therefore the community of that community can then be given the protein, should then be meat that is produced in that area.
Let us suggest to the Office of the Prime Minister to consider also these people. I don't know how we will do it, because they don't have national documents, but they are part of us. In terms of drought relief, and even in the case of death, we are struggling. Like January, I see that with one gentleman crying almost for 3 weeks. He cannot bury his child, but he's from Angola. He don't know where their relatives are.
In other regions, you will see they will give everyone. In other regions, they will say, like for example, my father is 106 years old. They will say his son is working, he cannot benefit. And there are members of the community who were employed as civil servants. They will also be put aside, that those ones have got a pension, so they are not supposed to receive.
Prime Minister, what is your plan in order to get this food always to the needy, those who are living there in that area? If these people, there is not enough transportation, or even the truck, maybe they hired somewhere, they are so exhausted.
But Comrade Prime Minister, we continue talking about buying locally, but without saying, why can't we say they must buy from AMTA? Why do we have to go around the corner if we have created those institutions? I'm saying this as I support your vote, because those institutions are dying a natural death. The trucks that are feeding schools and everywhere supposed to be packed at AMTA and procure, and farmers were supposed only to go and drop their vegetables without asking where the money comes from, because the money must be there. But we opt to go to those unpatriotic people that give and tender, and they think buying from South Africa is a solution. So I'm just saying this, that we have already created institutions, and I think the language that we must start talking is not even buying locally, but buy from AMTA, and farmer go to AMTA.